All right, this is our avocado tree. Well, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 avocados. This one's the biggest by about, I don't know, 20 feet right now. But if you look, I'm pretty sure we're about to hit flowering, or like seeing this happen all over the tree, like all the little nooks and crannies where avocados hang from. I really need to take a YouTube course in how to prune an avocado, because I'm gonna have to pull this thing back quite a bit, because it's about 30 feet tall right now. But it did really good last year. We did about 1,000 avocados off of it, 800 avocados. It was a bunch. And then these are, so we have one there, which all the leaves literally just shocked off of it. But it's a Home Depot avocado, and it looks like it will probably live if we can just keep it going. It looks like it's putting out all new leaves here in a short while. And this one's also pretty darn happy. So this one is a Dwarf Little Cado. I think that one's a Haas, and that one's a Bacon. Let's see here, what is this one? I forget. Yeah, this is a Haas. Yeah, but yeah, look at these nice leaves. This one, I was really worried when we transplanted them that they wouldn't do so well. But you can also tell which ones came from the nursery and which ones came from Home Depot. Nursery, Home Depot. Rootstock from nursery. You can also look here, see our tangerines are starting to pick up some orange. These will be ready in about 2 months. We may need to stake this tree up. It's getting really heavy. Though, these little trees are really strong. I need to get back out here and cut off all these suckers and spray these trees, because they just, like, they're not happy. Not as happy as they should be. Getting your bug and your fungus under control is really important. We try to go as organic on our pest controls as possible, but sometimes it's hard to keep things down. This tree has just not been happy. This is our Santa Rosa plum. We had to trim it back quite a bit because it was just, yeah, it's just not been happy. I'm afraid we're gonna have to take this out and put a new one in. Thing I've had to learn about orchard husbandry is you can't be too attached to your trees. This is our Blenheim apricot. That's doing really good. And look at that nice bark. It's really pretty. You can definitely tell anything that's apricot based. The wood is just kind of this freckly. It's really pretty. And the leaves are, I don't know, just apricots have kind of a unique look. Look at how red that wood is. It's super pretty. Thing we learned about pruning apricots is it's the second year wood that produces apricots. So we'll probably not trim too much of this tree when it goes dormant. What we found is we try to trim about 1/3 of the apricot at once, so that way, you know, 1/2 to 2/3 of the tree will produce, and then you trim the alternate sides, so that way you always have 2-year wood, but your trees don't get out of control. Because this one here, like, I'm probably going to take a bunch of these branches out here, because there's a bunch of crossing branches, like there's a crossing branch there. Like, it's still too hot here in Southern California to do too much trimming. I mean, it's almost 90 degrees today, and it's, you know, middle of November. This is our grapefruit. I got some big old hunkin' grapefruits in there. They should be ripening up here in the next 2 months or so. Orange tree. This is our pluot. Interesting. I wonder if I need to check our water down here, make sure we're getting good water. but at least it's drying out and not like there's no fungus or bugs on the leaf. I'm gonna check that watering. We perpetually have watering issues down here. And our Meyer lemon is actually finally doing good. It's a dwarf, man. I wish you guys could smell these. That's one thing I love about citrus is we get typically two blooms a year per tree, and it smells so good. And you can see our huge piles of mulch that some gracious arborist left behind. Here's our full-size apricot of a brand we don't know, starting to go dormant, either bud drying up or going yellow. This tree's gonna get a big haircut. We actually took off a big chunk last year right there because it was coming out to here and really impeding into the space. And sometimes what you find is like making really big cuts is way more effective in tree management than it is a lot of little tiny cuts. Here's an apple that this apple was never happy. They always ripened in the middle of like August, and so they just never, they always were baked right on the tree. This apple's a little bit better, but like we're gonna probably be switching apple varieties pretty soon. This pear did so good this year. We've had it in the ground 6 years and it's just never been super happy. Finally getting, I think we got like 50 pears off of it this year, 60 pears. I mean, this little tree was heavy. And this, apparently we also found out that pears take 6 or 7 years to get going. Yay, long-term planning. Waiting for these trees to go dormant so we can like kind of recenter them and stake them up, whatever we need to do. And then we're also gonna start our fungicide rotation pretty soon after they go dormant. This tree probably did 500 pounds of peaches on its own. I mean, we got loads of peaches off this tree.